Hello, this is Opinion Radar. If there is one thing that dominates my weekly routine, it is the eternal struggle to find that perfect pair of trousers. You know the ones I mean. They need to look chic enough for a boardroom, but feel like your favorite weekend leggings. Today, we are putting the Hybrid & Company skinny leg pants through a serious test. Priced at just $23, they promise a lot. But do they actually deliver on comfort and style? I have been wearing these nonstop to see if they are just another fast fashion find or a genuine wardrobe staple. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's dive into whether these budget-friendly pants are worth your hard-earned money. Let's talk about the reality of finding good work pants that don't make you feel like you're wearing a costume. I have walked through so many office hallways feeling stiff and restricted in trousers that claim to be comfortable, but are actually just overpriced starch prisons. When I first pulled these Hybrid & Company skinny leg pants out of the package, I was skeptical because at $23, the price point made me worry about the quality. However, the moment I slipped them on, the hyper-ultra stretch fabric immediately made an impression. It wasn't the thin, cheap spandex material that loses its shape after an hour of sitting. Instead, it had a substantial feel, smooth to the touch but with enough weight to drape nicely. I wore them for a full 8-hour workday, including a commute on public transit and running errands afterward, and I honestly forgot I was wearing pants. That is the holy grail for me, looking professional while feeling like I'm in loungewear. One of my biggest hesitations with skinny-cut pants is that they often cling in all the wrong places, making me feel self-conscious about the silhouette. I'm curvy, and finding a pair that hugs my waist and hips without looking like stuffed sausages is a genuine struggle. I appreciated that these have a jeans look rather than the shiny, legging-like finish that some stretch pants have. The texture mimics denim enough that I can wear them on casual Fridays without looking too informal, yet they are polished enough for a client meeting. I took them out for a spin on a Saturday, wore them with a cozy oversized sweater and ankle boots for brunch, then changed into a blouse and blazer for an evening dinner. The versatility is impressive. They don't have that distinct work pant stiffness that screams, "I just came from the office." Instead, they transition seamlessly from day to night, which is a massive plus for anyone with a chaotic schedule. Regarding the fabric composition and durability, I was pleasantly surprised by how well they held their shape throughout the day. I'm the type of person who does that awkward pants tug when things get saggy by 3 p.m., but I didn't find myself doing that with these. There is a specific technology in the stretch here. Enough give to allow for a full range of motion. I actually did a deep squat in my living room to test this out, without that restrictive bounce back that cuts into your waistband. I also noticed they do a decent job regulating temperature. I live in an area with fluctuating weather, and these pants didn't leave me sweating during an unexpected warm afternoon, nor did they feel paper thin when the AC was blasting in the office. The waistband is comfortable. It sits high enough that it doesn't roll down, which is a pet peeve of mine with lower-rise options. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of sizing and fit, because this is where the reviews seem to have a divided opinion. Sizing in the world of stretch pants is notoriously tricky. It's a gamble between fits perfectly and sausage casing. For me, I found the sizing to be fairly accurate to my usual measurements, but I would absolutely recommend checking the size chart before ordering, especially if you are on the borderline between sizes. If you prefer a very snug, compressive fit, you might find the true-to-size option a little relaxed. I noticed that while they are called skinny leg, the ankle does have a standard skinny fit rather than a super tapered legging fit. It's important to note that the length is something you should pay attention to. If you are on the petite side, the length might actually work in your favor, but if you are taller, you may experience some bunching at the ankle, which I actually think adds a bit of a cuffed casual look, but it might annoy some people who want a clean break. I also want to highlight the functional aspects that make these pants a winner in my book, specifically the pockets. It is 2024, and finding pants with functional, deep pockets shouldn't be a miracle, yet here we are. These pockets are legit. I can actually fit my smartphone and a key fob without worrying about them falling out when I sit down. The color retention is another major selling point. I have washed these multiple times because let's be real, we all sweat and spill coffee. And the true black, has not faded to that dusty gray that cheap blacks turn into. They look fresh out of the wash every time. The material hasn't pilled, and there's no weird fraying at the seams. For a pair of pants that costs less than a fancy lunch, the quality-to-price ratio is honestly kind of wild. They look expensive, they feel expensive, and they have survived my washing machine without shrinking into toddler sizes. Ultimately, the Hybrid & Company skinny leg pants are a solid investment for anyone looking to refresh their wardrobe without breaking the bank. They aren't perfect. There are minor quirks regarding the ankle length depending on your height, and the fit might lean a little roomy if you like things super tight. But the pros overwhelmingly outweigh the cons. They offer that rare combination of comfort, style, and durability that is hard to find even in designer brands. I've found myself reaching for them more often than my pricier trousers simply because I know I won't be tugging at them or counting down the minutes until I can change into pajamas. Whether you need something for a strict office environment, a casual weekend outing, or even a travel day where comfort is paramount, these pants handle it all. I've already decided to order another pair in a different color, because finding that one staple item that makes getting dressed easier is a game changer. Finding that perfect work pant is like hitting the style jackpot, and Hybrid & Company delivered the win. If this review helped you dress for success without sacrificing comfort, please give this video a like. Don't get caught in a wardrobe rut. Hit subscribe so you never miss the next stylish find.